Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Wellness Wednesday and well, we all need a little bit of wellness in our lives and coloring does that for me. I hope it does it for you guys too. I am very sorry I am late. I had to work and I got behind because traffic. Fun stuff. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully I'm on the right thing. Hello everybody. I'm going to scroll back and see who's all here. Hello, Alex. Hello, Wicca. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Jen. Hello. Who else? Everybody left, right? Hello, Dawn. Hello, Brittany. I'm not reading the chat. I'm just quickly scrolling through it to say hello to everybody. Make sure that I get everyone. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Jana. Or Yana, sorry. Hello, Kenny. Hello. So I did get the water finished up as well as the grassland areas. So we're going to start working on the bridge and the swan and stuff like that. Hopefully we will get this picture all finished up today. Maybe. We're hoping. So I'm going to grab some green here and we're just going to do the leaves on this part here first. I'm going to switch you over to the close-up camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I've just got some forest green. And I'm going to sharpen my pencil. Hello, Kathleen. Welcome. Alright, so we've got forest green. Just going to jump right on in here because I'm already late and you guys have no idea how stressed that makes me. It stresses me out really bad to be late for things, so I'm going to try to calm myself down a little bit here and just color some green. Hello, Yvonne. Welcome. Lurk away, darling. All right. I'm just going to cover all of these darker areas with the forest green. Oh, welcome, Liz. I hope you enjoy the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. All right. So yeah, just trying to get my heart rate down a little bit. Like I said, when I'm late for things, I really panic about it. So my heart rate is a little high right now. Yeah. My idea of late is, 5 minutes early. Hello, Fotis. Hello. Ooh, nice. Anonymous packages are always lovely. That's the random act of kindness. It's random. You never know who it's from. All right. So I'm just making sure that I don't cover any of the flowers, just the greenery. And I'm really hoping the internet stays on today. It went out yesterday and it was out all evening. It was horrible. Hello, Tara Lynn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, nice, Catherine. Oh, is my honey in here? Hey, honey. I'm sorry I missed you. I already gave him kisses when I came flying through the door, so. Literally came flying through the door. Alright, now I am going to use some spring green. As soon as I can find it here. Looking for the shortest green. I guess this one. Oh, that's vigorous green. I've lost my spring green. I know where it should be. There it is. And I'm going to sharpen it. Fred, are you in here too? Hello, Fred. Did Bob bring all the barn over? I'm just going to bore you all to sleep. You know that, right? So how is everybody's day? How are you all doing? What are you coloring? You know, all those lovely questions that we need to ask. Because I want to know. Are you guys making anything cool? Coloring anything wonderful? Oh my goodness. Go to bed, guys. My goodness. 1 o'clock in the morning. Almost 2. Get some sleep. Although I know you guys, you don't sleep very much anyway, so. Just keep on watching and listening. You'll go to sleep soon enough. I'm going to take some of the forest green and fill in this leaf area here a little bit more. Alright, now we're going to take some of our pinks. So I am going to use Vigorous Pink. Vigorous Pink, I think it's called. Nope, Plastic Pink, which is our fluorescent pink. Nice. Well done. Well, good night, Fred. Get some sleep. So I'm just going around the centers of the flower with the plastic pink. Once again, I am using the Tombow Irigitan colored pencils. And this is, of course, I Wish You Were Here by Teresa Goodridge. If you want to take a look at Teresa's stuff, of course, you can do so by hitting TG Amazon or exclamation point Dover or exclamation point TG Facebook. It might be actually Teresa for the Amazon. I don't remember. My brain's not working yet. Trying to get out of the panics. Now remember, the Facebook thing, I haven't had a chance to fix it, so it will take you to her album. So you have to be a member of her Facebook group. If you're not already a member, just look up Teresa Goodridge art, I think it is, and it should take you to where you can sign up for her Facebook group. I have it set for the album because in the album there are many different free pages from each of her books. So if you can't afford any of her books or don't have the ability to purchase any at the moment, you can, of course, download it and print it. And it gives you a really good idea of what her art is like to color. I think she is a fantastic artist. All right, so we've done the plastic pink. Now we're going to do the cameo pink, which is a nice pale pink around the edges here. And we're just going to blend it into that plastic pink. Okay. There are some that are created for children, absolutely. But things like the luminance and other artist grade pencils are, of course, are created for artists. So most manufacturers, most of the higher up brands, such as Caran d'Ache, Faber-Castell, and that sort of thing, Tombow, all of those all have a artist's as well as a children's um, tier to their pencils. They have usually have a student, a children's student, and a artist grade. All right, so we've got our florals done there. Let's do our swan. And for our swan, we're going to take a bit of, not spruce, that would be silly. Um, well, we're going to take the silver gray. And we also need a bit of pigeon gray. So that should be right here. All right, so we're going to use silver gray and pigeon gray. The pigeon gray is darker than the silver gray. So the pigeon gray we're going to do in the under area here, where the shadow is going to be. And down here on the tail. And where the shadow from the bridge is going to be, like on the top of the head. We're going to have a bit of a shadow. Under the jaw here, we're going to have a bit of shadow, like so. Welcome back, Celine. Well, thank you. Ah, okay. I see. Yes, I do believe the fan colors are created for children. They are definitely one of their student grades. And now I'm going to use the silver gray in the wing area here. Bringing it down here into the body of the bird. and up the swan's neck. And come up here on this edge here. And then we're going to take our white. You know, that is one thing that this set, the Tombow Irrigetons don't have, is a white. There is no white in the entire set of 100 pencils. So I am using the Prisma white just to color the white areas. And to blend those colors together. And then we are going to take a little bit of, I think this one, yeah, tangerine orange. And we're going to do the beak. Like so. All right, now for our bridge. Hello, Della. You are not late. Actually, I was very late. So you are pretty much on time. Yes, the Prisma White does smush. It smushes very nicely. I know you've been trying to get me to say smush ever since I came in. All right, so I'm going to use sepia. Now this is one of the new colors. Now when you purchase the new colors, if you decide to purchase the new colors, keep an eye out because they say it comes in a box. They do not come in a box. They come in a little plastic envelope, but they don't come sharpened. So you don't have to worry too much about the tips being broken. But you do have to be careful that the cores themselves aren't broken. So I'm doing the underneath of the bridge in sepia so that it does reflect that darker color. Now I'm going to go over the light areas with russet brown. Just so that we can see that light hitting it. Yes, it is a good white pencil. I do not have a Chinese white, but it is, from what I have heard, a really good pencil. So I'm just going through with the sepia on the shadowy areas here. And getting those shadows built up. I am going from dark to light because of the fact that this set of pencils isn't very fond of layering on this paper, and it is a harder pencil, so it does require some layering in order to get a good saturation of color. So we're going to put down the dark, and then we'll put the light down, and then we will put another layer of the medium to dark on top. But this gives us the ability to at least have a dark and light area. Now, question for y'all. Opinions. So I want your opinion once I get this part here done, because the sepia I'm going to use either which way. But the opinion is, should I go for old wood that has been aged and weathered, or should it be a new bridge? with some new wood. Yes, yes, the Holbein softwood is so nice. No, don't do that. No, no, no. Nope, nope, nope. It will eat it and it will break it and eat it some more. Aged wood, old wood. Okay, absolutely. That's what I was thinking too, but I wanted to make sure. I have done that too, Shannon, and yeah, found out the hard way. That is not a good thing to do. It's very, very naughty. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. Okay, so aged wood, I'm going to do this as a cedar wood. And when you age cedar, what color does it turn? Well, we all know. What color does cedar turn when it ages? No, no, it does not turn tree bark brown. That no aged wood will ever turn tree bark brown. Just so you know. No. When cedar wood ages, it turns gray. So we're going to add pigeon gray into the brown and just blending it in. So when you see an old fence and it's that gray brown color, you can usually tell that it's normally either a cedar or a pine, things like that. Because when a evergreen ages that hasn't been treated, it will turn gray. No, no, it's okay. I do not need any more tree bark brown. My lovely little pencil sharpener here, this one here, this fantastic little Task Biz pencil sharpener, did a lovely job showing everybody how to eat a tree bark brown. Oops, that was how not to eat. Sorry. Now I'm going to use a bit of taupe, which is a darker gray. In the shadowy areas here. Keeping that brown in there, and we will add a little bit more brown as we go. Hello, Sarah. Yes, good guess, Stella. All right. Is that what you guys are trying to do? Trying to just get me to giggle? All right. So as you can still see some of the brown in there. However, the gray takes over quite a bit. Now we can add a little bit of a cedar brown to it, which is down here. No, this one. Which gives it a little bit of a red tinge, but we won't add a lot of it. We'll just add a little bit into that gray so that it's aged, but it's not really, really old, falling apart old type of thing. Just to give it a little bit of color. Just in some spots where the knots and that are. Oh, not a problem at all, Kenny. Yes, I did say hello, darling. And of course, if you are tired, sweetheart, have a nap. Sit back, relax, close your eyes, take a rest. It's okay. I don't mind. Sometimes it's nice to just sit back and listen and rest. Okay, so we've given it just a touch of that cedar brown color. Just blended those harsh edges out a little bit. Like so. Oh, what did Shannon say? I missed it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I have actually heard that. And it frightened me. Okay, so we're going to take the sepia. I am still using the Tombow Irigeton. And I want to get this picture finished today so that we can move on Saturday to a new picture from a new book. And I think depending upon what book and what picture we choose, we might actually do that with the Art Tracks, Arta, Artex um, watercolor brushes and the Artex colored pencils. So we will do a base coat with the watercolor brush, and then we will do the fine tuning with the Artex pencils. So it all depends upon what picture we choose, if watercolor is a good fit for the picture. Thank you all very much for being patient with me. I know that it's hard to be patient when a stream is running late. That's the great thing about this community is you are all very, very supportive, and I think that's fantastic. Oh, Yana, thank you so much. Can we get some exclamation point awesome or exclamation point hype in the chat for Jana, for Yana? She's gonna yell at me when I continually pronounce her name wrong. I know it's Yana. Thank you so much. You are so wonderful and very appreciative of all that you guys do for me and for the community. You're all wonderful. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Nope, sometimes you just need to take a little cat nap. Or even not even a little cat nap. Just, take a little breaker, a little breathe. So I have things coming in the mail sometime this week. So hopefully I will have them before Friday so I can do a First Impressions Friday video for you guys. That'll be fun. Have to work for a little while tomorrow, but I don't think I have anything to do Friday, but I'm not positive on that, and I will find out tomorrow. Yeah, that could be an issue, absolutely. It's a surprise. So I'm going in with the pigeon gray now. And I'm just going to color these edges with the pigeon gray. Now the bridge itself, of course, is going to have a little bit more wear where the inside of the wood is showing a little more. So I'm going to be using the cedar brown, a little bit harsher on here where you can see the planks of the bridge. Because when you walk across or you use a bridge that is a natural wood, obviously this is since it's little logs, the gray wood wears off. So you end up with the natural wood color shining through a bit. So that's what we're doing, is we're putting the natural wood color in, and then we'll put a little bit more of the gray on top of it just to tone it down a little bit. That's awesome, Jen. I actually found a pirate pencil case. And it's got like a treasure map and um, a pirate ship and a bunch of other stuff on it, a pirate chest, and I immediately thought of the Artex pencils when I saw it. So the gray I'm using right now is the taupe, which is the darker gray, and I'm just putting in the shadows from the railings. And then we're going to take the pigeon gray and we're going to go right over top of this cedar brown, as well as over top of the sepia. And just dull it down just a little bit. Like so. I hate the little box. The little box is horrible. I absolutely can't stand the box. And that is the first thing that when I did my review and I contacted him about the pencils. I have a contact with the Artex people. And when I told him about my review and everything else, and he asked me if there was anything I would change. And the first thing I said, Shannon, was the box. The box is useless. It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible box. Yes, the Artex box is terrible. Just throwing that out there, Shannon, you are not the only one to think that. And I have actually told them, change the box. Oh dear. Yeah, yes, exactly. They should have been individual holes, and I absolutely agree with you on that. I kept mine in it just because I know a secret. So they're still in the box and they'll stay in the box because they're just going to be the display. Want me to tell you guys a secret? Some of you may already know the secret. Should I spill the beans? What do you guys think? Some already know the secret. But I actually spoke to the fellow that I have been in contact with from Artex yesterday. And the secret is that Artex is coming out with a 120 set in October. Don't know exactly what day in October, but they will be available in October. So I'm going to keep them in that little box, the 72 set. When I use them, I'll put them in my pencil holder, and then I don't have to worry about the floppy box because the floppy box bugs me. And hopefully they'll have the floppy box problem solved on that point. Yeah, it got pushed back to October instead of August. So that is what he told me yesterday, is that they are coming out in October. So if you want to purchase the Artex pencils, you may want to wait. However, the 72 set is on sale, so if you want to try them cheap, now is the best time to do that. Cheaper anyway. I don't know what the price point is going to be for the 120s, but since the 72s are about $30, I would suggest that the 120s will probably be about 60, 40 to 60. Yes, 120 is plenty for a set. Well, we asked for it. A lot of people did leave the comment of wonderful pencils, wish there were more colors. So now there's going to be more colors. Hello, Joyce. Yep, yeah. The Joanna Basford book is coming out in October as well. I have already pre-ordered it. I did really enjoy the little tidbits that she was putting out throughout the year since releasing the information that the book was coming. So I think I might enjoy this book. I'm not a huge fan of some of her books. I don't like the itty bitty viney inky things. I'm sorry, I just don't. They're just not my cup of tea. They're pretty and all, but I find them boring. And I love it when somebody else colors them, but to, I find it tedious. Thank you, Kenny. No, they are definitely not Prismas. Definitely not Prismas. And anybody that compares them to Prismas has obviously not actually used a Prisma. Because yeah, no, they're definitely not Prismas. That's like saying the Tombos are a knockoff of Faber-Castell. It's just not going to happen, sorry. And a lot of people ask me to compare a pencil to another pencil and say, "Okay, what are they like?" And I always try to explain that that is a really difficult question because every pencil has its own attributes. If I buy a pencil from like what are they called? From an artist grade pencil company, I do not expect them to be the same from a lower grade Chinese company. And to compare them is really difficult. And to say that they're like something that is a higher artist grade like that, I just don't like doing it because they just can't compare. Yeah, they are definitely different. Absolutely. And there's a reason for that, Shannon. There is a reason for that. Um, and I have a contact. I have lots of contacts that I have built up over the years. I have a contact that works with the Brute Funer people, and um, I asked them about them because they started coming out with different pencils comparative to when Brute Funer first came on the market, and I purchased them 5 years ago. God, it's been 5 years already? Wow. But what he told me is that they have moved their manufacturing to a different manufacturing facility after the Black Barrel Brute Funer fiasco. And the factory that they have moved to works with the Holbeins as well. Now, this is just what somebody told me that works for them. I don't have first-hand knowledge of this, so I can't guarantee that it's not more than a rumor. But from what I have heard, they are now manufactured in the same facility as Holbein. So they may have gotten permission from the Holbein company to utilize their cores. Uh, what did I miss? I missed something. Is Larissa not feeling well? Did I miss something? All right, Larissa. Well, I hope that it starts giving you some live chat. Yeah, I did too. I did too. I did a side by side with them as well, and absolutely you cannot tell the difference between them whatsoever. And that was what I contacted him with is, okay, what's going on? Because these feel exactly the same. They look exactly the same. They even have pretty much the same names except for a couple of spelling errors. What's going on? And he said, well, this is what's going on. The spelling errors were requested by the other company to ensure that there were no, these are Holbeins. But they are manufactured in the same facility and may very well be the same cores. Yes, I hope you feel better very, very quickly, Larissa. Live chat is janky. Okay. Then it's a good thing I'm still in top chat. All right, so we have the lower part completed now. Do you guys want to see it up close or see it in full screen, or is up close fine for you? Hello, Kathleen. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I didn't miss the smushing. I did see it. I just ignored it. Yeah, absolutely. How about you give them a try and let us know if we should buy them for the channel? That'd be awesome. Because sometimes. All right, so we have our little deer friend here. Now, for some reason, it looks like he has spots, but yet he has full head of antlers. So I'm not going to color those as spots. I'm going to color those as part of his fur. Look, Shannon, fur. It's a small bit of fur, but it's fur. Yes, I did. It's only a little bit of fur, but it's still fur. Still counts, right? In case I don't get any more fur. All right, so let's start with a bit of autumn leaf. Yes, no, it's not like you were in stealth mode. But it was cute, and I appreciate it. You guys are all wonderful. And I am so glad that Jen relayed my message. Thank you, Jen, so much for doing that for me. I appreciate it. I wasn't reading chat. I was scanning chat. There is a difference. Okay, going into the fur on the back and just doing some little flicks. the legs here. So what is everybody made for dinner? I have to make dinner after stream. So what is everybody made for dinner? I actually started dinner at 6 o'clock this morning, so. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to use a little bit of maple sugar. Cereal. Alex helped. Thank you, Alex. Thank you all for hanging out and just holding down the fort till I got in. I appreciate it. Ooh, that sounds good. Rib and corn, numb fries and a Frosty. That sounds good too. I wish I could eat fries or drink a Frosty. I miss fries. Although I did find that sweet potato fries do not upset my tummy as much as potato fries do. So, and I have been able to make rutabaga fries, and those were pretty good too. So I do find things that I can use to substitute, but I don't know about rutabaga fries in a shake. Yep, Shannon said fries. Awesome, Jan. Well, I'm glad that it helped you out as well, because I appreciate you doing it, and the fact that it helped you out a little bit makes me feel even better about it. Now I'm going to use a bit of cinnamon, and I'm going to sharpen it up really sharp. I'm not supposed to, but every once in a while I sneak a couple in. It's just one of those things. It's like corn. I'm not supposed to eat that either. But once a year or once in a while, I'll sneak little things in that I'm not supposed to have. I pay for it later, but I'm an adult. I can pay for things later if I want to. Right? All right. There we go. Now I'm going to do the back of his tail. The very, very, very back of it. And then we're going to take our white. And we're going to do his tail white. We're going to do his belly white. And we're going to add a bit of white here into his chest line. Like so. And of course that white isn't going to show up very well, so we'll put a little bit of white gel pen on there when we get to that point. I'm going to do up his antlers with maple sugar. And we'll add a little bit of dark to the edges as well. Then I'm going to give you a show of how it looks so far after we finish up his little hooves. the sepia. Yes, yes. Yeah, that's always an indicator. Hello, Tanya. How are you doing? What did you make for dinner? Tell me, tell me, tell me. You know what I'm going to make for dinner after I get off stream? Pulled pork that has been cooking in the slow cooker all day long. And Bob even took out some gluten-free buns for me so I can have some too. That's what I'm making. I am good. Now that I'm calmed down a little bit, I was a little stressed because I was late. I get very stressed when I'm late. I'm going to put some black on his little hooves. But now that I've colored some pink flowers, a swan, and a deer, and a bridge, I'm feeling much better. Ooh, that sounds so good, Della. Yum. Well, I asked what she had for dinner. I did ask what she made, and then I rethought that question and asked what she had. But yes, I did ask her what she made for dinner. All right, so I've got chestnut brown here. I'm going to start down here on the tree. Don't choke on it, Shannon. Don't choke. I have heard rumors that Tanya does cook. I've heard rumors that she has at some point. You smushers. Well, that's only because Mary doesn't let you in her kitchen. It's like me. My husband can cook. He just doesn't because I don't let people in my kitchen. I don't like people in my kitchen. It stresses me out so bad. Like he'll go in there to make a snack and my first instinct is, "What are you doing?" So I'm going in with the maple sugar now. Yeah, I'm horrible about my kitchen. It's like, nope, just back away. So I'm putting in this lighter tone, and then I'm going to go over top of it with autumn leaf in some areas. Leaving little bits of the lighter tone showing, but not a whole lot of it. There we go. And down here where the branches are. I'm going to take the sepia. Ooh, shepherd's pie is yummy. Can't eat it anymore either. It's yummy. Okay, so there we have our tree. Now we've got some leaves to do, but first we're actually going to put in a little bit of blue just so we know where it is. It's okay, you don't have to type. So we've got some blue sky here, and here, and here, and here, and a little bit here. Just covering this areas so that when I put the leaf colors in, I don't end up coloring areas that aren't leaves. Because I will. Sorry, you guys were off screen because I was leaning. I'm just doing it very loosely just so that I know where it is. And I'll go through and fix that up afterwards. Like so. Because the clouds, deplete your vitamin D. Absolutely. Love good rainy day nap. I'm going to switch you over to the main screen here so you can actually see all of the colors a little bit better than the close-up camera does for you. Now we're going to flip the page around so that we can do this last part up here, and then we will be all done this page. Oh goodness. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we are going to turn the page around. We're going to work upside down. So we've got a waterfall here. So we're going to grab our watercolors again, which of course is this one and this one and this one, and I think it was this one. Nope. Nope, wasn't that one. I think it was this one. So we need midnight blue, kingfisher, ice green, and aqua. So I'm going to slide you over here a little bit. I'm going to have a sip of coffee, wet my whistle. And then I got to adjust myself because my leg fell asleep. There is nothing worse than having your leg fall asleep when you're in the middle of stream. All right, so we're going to start with our midnight blue, and our waterfall is coming down off of the rock here, like so. I'll put it this way so you can see it better. So it's coming down this way. So this part here is behind this area here, so it's going to be darker in my brain. That's just the way my eye sees it. So I'm putting the midnight blue down, and then I'm going to put the kingfisher in there as well. And then up here at the top, it's going to be a little darker at the crest. And then we're going to work our way down. I was going to do this upside down, but it seems that I just can't visualize it upside down. So I might have to grab my glove so I don't rub everything off, depending upon where my hand ends up on it. So I'm just going through right now with the midnight blue. And I did this part last for a reason. Last as to the water areas, because I'm going to be using some gel pen, white gel pen, to show the rapids and the connection from the water into the ridges here. So there's a jut out there. So there's a rock face there. Just putting in the dark blues to get that water flowing there. Hello, Tammy. Good to see you. It's been a while. Now I'm going through with the kingfisher blue, going up the getting those scribbles in there. Now I'm going to put a little bit of gray in there to establish the fact that that is a rock jutting out a little bit there. The water is flowing down it, but we still want to be able to see the rock behind the water. Same with here. Want to be able to see that rock behind the water. Okay. And then we're going to take our Oh, goodness. I am sorry, Tammy. I hope you feel better soon. It's good that you can catch some lives at least. Now I'm going through with the aqua. I'm just going right over top of everything. Okay, well I hope that that's all you get. Because I have heard horrible, horrible things about that stuff. I have not yet, knock on wood, come in contact with it, so yeah, poor Rhea. Her and her hubby have it, so well, at least they get to suffer together. Did you get it from school or from one of the kids? Well, I guess it's one of the kids at school if it's from school, isn't it? One of your kids. Oh, Larissa. That ER work. I hope you both feel better very, very soon. All right, now we're going to go in with the ice blue. Well, ice green, I mean. And we're just going to put some in the lighter areas here. Like so. And then we're going to take our aqua again. And we're just going to blend everything together, fill it all in, and then we're going to take our gel pen to it. Oh dear. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I hope your mom's doing okay. This is not a good birthday present. COVID for one's birthday is not a good birthday present. I think so. If it continues, I'll switch it over to subscribers only chat. Yeah. Aw. Alright, so now we're going to take our gel pen and we're going to use the Arteza. I've got the big one here. I want the smaller one. Where is it? I might use the Acrylico if I can't find the smaller Arteza. Where did my Arteza go? I've lost it. It should be in here, but I'm not seeing it. Seeing lots of my acrylics, but not my Arteza. Ah, there it is. Oh, that's the 1.0. That's the really big one. I don't know where my small Arteza marker went. That's okay. I'm just shaking up this acrylic paint marker. Nothing major. Alright, we're going to grab a piece of paper, make sure that we're not going to make a sploosh. Because we don't need splooshes. Well, I guess a little bit of sploosh wouldn't hurt, but... And we're doing the foam at the bottom of the waterfall. That's too much of a sploosh. She does. Shannon is very talented. Thank you. Yeah, he keeps on going sploosh. It's okay though. Alright. So there's the bottom of our waterfall. With the acrylic pen. Exactly. Fake it till you make it. Now I'm going to use actually let's use the smaller one. That's the one. I think the one's too big. I'm just going to follow a couple of these lines up and put some dots where it hits. Where it's going over the rocks there. Yeah, get to spend some time in the PJs. Sorry, guys. Does anybody else go completely silent when they're using a gel pen, just in concentration? Or is it just me? It may just be me. There. Good night, Dawn. Oh dear. I'm missing things. All right, so we're going to let that dry for a second. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. And then we're going to move on to the rocks and the trees and all the rest of the fun stuff. Not a problem at all, Alex. I have a bubble in my coffee cup and it's keeping me from getting coffee. It's kind of annoying. All right, so let's see, let's grab some greens. I don't want that one. This one. All right, so we're going to use a scouring rush, spring green, and forest green. Just getting them nice and sharp. And we're going to start with the forest green. I'm going to turn the page so that we don't put our hand in the waterfall. There's very little definition in the leaves. So I'm just doing little flicks of the dark green. And I might, I'll do up this tree and this set of rocks here and the beach line there. So I'll do the beach line and the rocks. I'll be doing the same thing on this side. But I may have to do that off stream. Of course, I may end up doing it in Discord a little bit later on this evening. But that should finish off this page. The rest of it is going to be done pretty much the exact same way. So this tree here, well, this tree might be a little different because I think those are all flowers. So I might do that one a little different. It'll make Tanya happy. And Dion. I'll color it pink. Speaking of Dion, hello Dion. So I'm just going through with the forest green, I think. Yes. Is it bad that you forget what colors you're using while you're using them? It's been one of those days. What can I say? And I'm just doing the defined areas. So areas that look like little leaves or look like they're supposed to be leaves, I'm using the forest green. Alright, I will look up in just a second here. Yeah, I've done that too. My brain does not like words today, and no matter what I was trying to say, it just wouldn't come out. I hate it when it does that. I know what I'm trying to say. I can see what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it. Yes, yes. I have done that. So at this point, I'm just pretty much just scribbling in areas, getting that to look like little leaves in the background. And getting the darker areas darkened. Exactly. Words are hard. Exclamation point words. There we go. I'll put a little bit more in here. Now I'm going in with the spring green. And we're just going to fill it all in, blending everything all together. Like so. No, there is no exclamation point to that. Nice try though. Well, go to bed, silly goose. If you're tired, go to bed. Although it is only 8:12 there. Oh, look, we got more friends. Thank you, Jen, for catching those. All right. So this tree here, I'm going to color the top of this tree because I'm going to do the bottom the same, pretty much the same as I did here. And then I'm going to do the mountain behind here. And then we're going to call it a day. So we're going to do this, the top of this tree. First, we're going to find a very, very deep. So we're going to use peony pink. For the little flower areas here. Like so. It looks like clusters of flowers to me. They're probably supposed to be clusters of leaves, but to me they look like clusters of flowers, so that's what I'm coloring them as. Okay, so there we have the peony pink. Now we're going to use anemone pink. Go around the edges in the deeper areas with the anemone pink. Just going around the edges of the tree here, where the under areas are. Okay. And then we are going to take Cameo Pink, and we're just going to fill it all in. Blend that all together. Like so. All right. And there we have our lovely pink tree. Yes, that is one of the reasons why I created the every week choosing a different artist so that I can actually, touch the books that I haven't touched. Because yeah, I have a lot of them too. Okay, so we're going to take some sepia and we're going to go down the rocks here. Like so. Put in a shadow for the tree there. Absolutely. We are right there with you, darling. All right, now I need a bit of a gray green, so I'm going to use mist green because it's a little bit of a grayish green. Just have to find it. Should be this one. No, that's mint. Don't want mint. Maybe it is mint. No, it's mist. Don't want mint, I want this one. Nope. Do you think I can find the one I want? There it is. Alright, so I'm going to use some mist green. And we're going to put some gray green into the rocks here. We've got, I'm going to call them cracks. They're probably greenery, but alright. And I'm off screen, sorry. We all have problems, yes. And then we're going to use taupe. Just coloring the stones behind the tree here. Making sure not to color the tree. And getting those darker tones in there. Make sure that I come off of that. Some of this gray here. And same with down here. Alright, now we're going to go in there with the pigeon gray. And subscriptions. Jen, that's awesome. So I'm going in with some pigeon gray. Pigeon gray has a touch of brown in it, so it will blend into that sepia quite nicely. As well as into the taupe. Oh, Mr. Choo Choo says hello. Must be getting close to 6:30. So there, or else he's running early. Alright, now we're going to take our silver gray. Perhaps. There it is. And we're going to fill in the rest of this with the silver gray. And I might just fix that and add some green to those areas there, but not positive on that yet. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to be using the scouring brush, and I'm just going to put some green in here to resemble those plant areas. It looks like plants there. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to switch you over to the main screen here so you can see what we have done so far. So the only thing I really have left is this little tiny bit of rock here, these little plants, this little bit of rock, and the beach. Now I'm going to do part of the beach here so you can see what it's going to look like. I'm going to start with the maple sugar. I'm going to switch back over. I'm going to start with the maple sugar. And then we're going to take our, where is it? I just had it in my hand. What did I do with it? Is it? Nope. We're going to take sepia, and we're going to put the sepia down here at the bottom where the water is going to touch onto the sand, just to show that the sand is wet here. Back here for the shadows. And then we're going to take that, let's see which one, cinnamon. And then we're going to go over it again with the brown sugar, maple sugar. Pressing a little bit harder, blending it all together. And that's how the beach is going to look. Alright, so just have that little bit left to do, and of course the sky. The sky is going to be done the same way as this is, just with some darker blues and that sort of thing, trying not to blend it too much into the waterfall. And that should be finished by this evening. Of course, on Saturday we will be starting a new picture. So, of course, make sure that you tune in and help us pick a new picture from a different Teresa Goodridge book. Of course, I will finish this off and I will post it on Instagram, Facebook, as well as Discord. With that, I would like to say thank you all very much for joining me. Of course, I do apologize for being late, and I appreciate that you were very patient and waited for me. I really, really think that is fantastic that you are willing to do that. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for any YouTube artists that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, thank you all very much for coming. You have a fantastic evening and a wonderful week. Until next time, bye bye for now.